What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another car review. So today we're going to be taking a look at the 2021 Jeep Compass.
Since I was a child.
Alright guys, so if you're looking to have the same luxuries as a Grand Cherokee, but you need it in a smaller compact vehicle, then the 2021 Jeep Compass is a perfect option for you. Now before we go over some of the stuff that's on the inside of the vehicle, I'd like to show you a little bit of the exterior. Alright guys, so the first thing that you'll notice on the front of the Jeep Compass is the integrated tow hooks in bright red. Now, you'll also see that they're upgraded headlights, projector headlamps to be specific. You'll have your upgraded grille. You'll also see that there's stickers and red accents all over the vehicle. That is part of a Trailhawk package. As you can see here, it is trail rated. It is also a 4x4. Now if we make our way to the back of the vehicle, you'll also see that there's an integrated tow hook in the back as well, along with your 4x4 badge, your Trailhawk badge, and your reverse camera. Now this vehicle does come equipped with 5 select drive modes that include sand, snow, mud, and rock, not including auto. Now auto is for the drive mode where people just want to relax. They're not going over any terrain, the weather's not harsh, and it will automatically adjust the vehicle to where it's a comfortable ride. There is one other feature that I did want to go over, and that is this triangle on the mirror. I don't know if you guys can see that, but pretty much what that is if you're in a lane and you're fixing to change lanes and it turns orange, it lets you know that there's a vehicle in your blind spot. So I don't know if you guys have heard of blind spot detection, but this vehicle is equipped with it. I almost forgot to mention that this vehicle does have keyless entry, so if you have the key in your pocket, you don't even have to get it out. You just put your fingers behind the door handle, it'll unlock the vehicle, and if you want to lock the vehicle, you would just tap the button. But let's take a look at the inside. So as you can see, Jeep does not fall short on any vehicle of theirs. This is a smaller SUV for a customer that is maybe a student in school, or a customer that wants a Grand Cherokee but would like to spend less money, save more gas, and wouldn't want to lose all the features that you could get in a Grand Cherokee. Now just like the outside, you'll see that there's red stitching, red accents everywhere inside the vehicle, including around the gear shift and around the speakers. So you can see that this thing is packed full of features, and we'll go over those in just a second, but I'd like to show that the accents do continue around the gauges. You can also see that you'll have your Trailhawk stitched in there. These seats are heated and ventilated, as you can see by the texture on here. Now the lights on the Jeep Compass do turn on automatically, and you can change it to a manual mode. This is where you're gonna dim and brighten your inside on the cluster. You can brighten the buttons that you have here just by moving the dial. This other dial is for the lights on the inside, so if you wanted to turn them up or down, you would have that option. So before we actually hop in, I'd like to give you guys an exhaust node, that way you can hear exactly what the vehicle, because you do have customers that are not looking to have a loud vehicle. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick startup. Now that you've heard the exhaust, let's take a look at the inside of the vehicle. So now you'll see that there is all kinds of stuff that we can go over in here. Let's go ahead and start over here. So you'll have all the standard buttons that you would have in most vehicles. You can adjust your mirrors, you have your windows, you can lock your windows and unlock and lock the vehicle. You'll have silver accents including on the doors all the way around. You'll have silver accents on your steering wheel and around the bezel. Now I'm trying to figure out a way to show you guys, but as you can see, there's buttons right behind the steering wheel. So these will let you adjust your radio stations, and it'll also, let's see here, like if you press the button, because it's also a button, it's not just a up and down volume. If you push the button, you can actually change what frequencies you're listening to, and that's a pretty cool feature. So you can keep your eyes on the road while you're changing the station. These buttons right here will let you cycle through the setup on the screen. This right here is your cruise control. This is your adaptive cruise control. So if you don't know what that is, if there's a vehicle in front of you, you can adjust the distance and it'll slow the vehicle down or speed it up depending on how fast the vehicle is going in front of you. So yeah, you can set that right there. It does have hands-free, so you can talk on the phone, and these are your microphones. So I mean, you don't have to look up, you can just talk forward. Most people think you have to look up just to talk to it, but no, it'll hear you clearly. Now this is one of the fun parts here. Let's see if I can get the sun out of the way. So right here you'll see that you have your 8.4-inch display, which isn't standard on most of these vehicles, but if you do get the Trailhawk and the higher trim levels, you do get the big screen. So let's start off with media. This is your radio station, and you can adjust what you're listening to, SXM, FM, AM, all that good stuff right there. You can also dial what station you want to listen to. Here's your climate button. So you have access to all the climate controls here, as well as down here. So it just a preference, I guess. So if we move over, because I'm pretty sure you guys know how to use temperature controls, you go to controls for your seat. So this does have heated and cooled seats, like I said earlier, and it does have a heated steering wheel. So this right here is your settings button, which is the same as this settings button. I'm not sure why they have it in here, but you can access the settings either way. If you go to Uconnect apps, so with some of our vehicles here at Scott & Dickey, we'll have a service which is integrated into the screens. It's called Uconnect, and what that does is pretty much you can unlock and lock the vehicle on select models from your phone. We would get the app downloaded for you, and we can get that set up before the customer leaves. Now we have the navigation button, which I'm sure you guys know navigation. This is a pretty simple layout. You can type in where you want to go. You can also just look at the map, and then you can set your home and work address, and it'll automatically take you there. But that's what the map looks like. You do have the buttons to zoom in and out right here, and if you click on this, you can actually adjust what kind of view you want to see it. You can have the 3D version, which gives you like a bird's eye kind of view. You have the 2D, which is facing the direction that you're facing in real time. And then you have this one, which always has north on one end of the map. Now, like I said earlier, you do have hands-free, so this is where you would connect your phone, or if you wanted to listen to music via Bluetooth or via Bluetooth, however you want to put it, you can set it up there. So that's everything that you're going to be getting in the 8.4-inch. It's a lot of stuff that we can cover here at the dealership and help you get through everything. Right down here we have some more buttons. So as you can see, you have your volume, your tuning. So if you wanted to mute your audio, you can mute it as you're driving. Your hazard button. It's all pretty self-explanatory. This right here is your lane assist. So if you're getting sleepy, groggy on the road, and you start to go off and veer, the steering wheel will automatically rotate and compensate for that. But it will give you a prompt to put your hands back on the steering wheel. It's just to kind of keep you awake. And right here you have your parking sensor button. So if you get annoyed from the sound of the beeping, if you're going forward or backward, this does have parking sensors in the front. So if you're getting close to a wall or a vehicle, it will give you a beeping sound. And if you want to turn that off, you just turn that off, and you can reverse the old-fashioned way. Now these are the select drive modes. So you'll have your 4 low, your 4 lock, which will lock up the wheels for you, and then you have your So this right here will help you adjust the speed as you're going down the hill. Right here, these are the modes. So you have snow, sand, mud, and rock. So they're self-explanatory. So if it's snowing outside and you're not getting the traction you need, you would just switch that on. Same thing with sand, mud, and rock. I mean, this vehicle is equipped so that the customer is as comfortable as they can be in the vehicle. Now if we pass our gear selector, you'll see this A with the circle around it, and pretty much what that is an auto shut off for the vehicle. So if you're parked at a light and you're trying to save gas, the vehicle will automatically shut itself off at the light, and as soon as you let your foot off the brake, the vehicle will start back up. And it's just to save fuel. It's just for fuel consumption purposes. This right here is your parking brake, so you don't have no more of the pulley version. And then right here is your traction control. Again, it's just to help make the ride more convenient for the customer. All right, so now that we're done with everything down here, we're gonna take a look up here where the lights are. As you can see, you can turn on the lights here on both sides. Right here, you'll have your sunroof, and it is gonna be a panoramic sunroof, so it goes all the way to the back of the vehicle. And if you wanted to, let's see, we can open up the visor there, and you'll have a full blown moonroof. And you just press it again, and it goes all the way back. So it's just a one press all the way to close and two presses to open. And then you do have your moonroof. All right. Now this right here is the last button that we have up here, but this will open the tailgate for you, as you can see there. And there it is. And you can also close it from here, and it'll just give you a warning that it's gonna close. Make sure your kids ain't back there. And one of the last things that we need to look at is the key fob. So as you can see on the key fob, you'll have your remote start, and this vehicle does come with remote start. I don't know why I didn't mention that earlier, but you just double click this. You don't have to unlock and lock and then press it's not all complicated like that. You just double click this and it will start the vehicle. If it's cold outside, the temperature will automatically adjust to be more comfortable when you get in the vehicle, whether it's cold or it's hot. This right here is pretty much the same as this. You can open and close it with the same button, and yeah, that's the key fob. To mention, it does have a USB port and auxiliary plug-in along with your 12-volt cigarette charger. Now for the back seat. As you can see, the red stitching continues. Perforated seats. Down here you'll have your 115 wall outlet charger, your USB plug-in, and then you have some vents back here so the air can flow back. Let's pull this out. It does have your cup holders in there, depending on how many people you have in the vehicle. For the very back, you can either one press this, or you can use your key fob, and it will open up the back hatch. So as you can see, you have plenty of storage space back here. You can also lay the seats down if you needed to, and then right under here you'll have, let's see if I can get this open, you'll have your spare tire. And this is pretty rare because a lot of vehicles are coming with the run flat system, but here we still have the spare tire. All right, and you can also close up the back with this button here, and it'll just give you a warning. You just got to get out of the way. And yeah, that pretty much concludes everything for the 2021 Jeep Compass. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are in the market for a vehicle, my name is Don. I'll leave my contact information somewhere here on the screen. If you're in the market for a vehicle, feel free to give me a call. And yeah, hope to see you guys on another video.